In this video, we are going to talk about 5 things that you should remember when you are doing analytics of any website. So if you want to be a better analyst, then let's dive in. Hi, my name is Ankit and welcome to Magazine 3 YouTube channel where we talk about everything related to WordPress. And if you want to learn more about that, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. Alright, so in our series of Google Analytics for beginners, in this episode, we are going to talk about 5 things that you should remember while doing analytics. And we will start with number 1, that is be skeptical. So if you want to be a better analyst, then make sure you are always skeptical about the data that you are observing. You should always ask a lot of questions about it, and you should make sure that whatever data you are analyzing, you analyze that from various aspects. If you see everything good and going up, then it not always mean that everything is going perfectly fine. So to be a better analyst, make sure you ask a lot of questions about the data you are observing, and you look at the data from various angles. And that brings us to the point number 2, that is importance of context. In our previous video of this series, we have clearly seen that how bounce rate can be misinterpreted or misunderstood if you do not look it from the right context. So as we have mentioned in that video as well, Google Analytics can only show you data. You need to make sure that you are observing that data in the right context. Point number 3, there is no measurement of reality. If you remember, we have talked about it in the second video of this series where we talked about users and browsers. So as a business owner, you might be thinking that we have this much of users or visitors on particular day on your website, but actually that is not the live users. They are the browsers that are opening your website. So when we are measuring data in Google Analytics, along with that, there is no way that you can measure any personal information about any visitor. Point number 4, examining your top converting path. Now you have set up your website with Google Analytics, and maybe if it is an e-commerce website, then you must be tracking the conversions on that store. And for that, you might be thinking that a user will land on the home page, then on category page, and then on product page, and then he will do the purchase. In reality, there are various points from where your visitor will enter your website and will do the conversion. So if you are planning to bring your visitors from a particular channel, like maybe a banner ad, maybe a newsletter, so it's not always the case that a visitor will come through that channel and do the final purchase from that only. They might visit your website through those channels, but in future they can come back from any other source and then do the final purchase or the conversion on your store. Now in order to capture that, we have something called conversion paths in Google Analytics. So make sure you analyze your data carefully so that you can understand how actually the conversion is happening on your site. Point number 5 is setup of intelligence events. Now there might be a situation which I'm sure most of the marketers or the website owner will be familiar with, that your website is going perfectly fine and suddenly there is a spike in your traffic. Now of course there can be 2 types of sudden traffic change on your website, where in case 1 your traffic might get shoot up instantly, and in case 2 your traffic might get dropped instantly, which of course no one wants. Now for both of these events, it's better you have some kind of notification on so that you can know about it and take appropriate action about it. And that as well you can do from Google Analytics from the intelligence event alert notifications. So that will actually send you a notification whenever there is any spike or any sudden change in terms of traffic on your site. And of course, we are talking about analytics of data, so you need to make sure that you are analyzing all the aspects of these spikes and come to a conclusion that what should be your next step. So these are the 5 things that you should always remember while doing analytics of your website. And if you want to learn more about Google Analytics, then make sure you watch our series Google Analytics for Beginners. The link is in the I button above and the video description below. And we are uploading more videos about Google Analytics, so make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss our next video. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.